Liminal Spaces personal story. It was October. I was in my fourth year of university, enveloped in a quiet but stressful fall night doing schoolwork and building my company. I stayed up until 4 a.m. and had work at 9 a.m. the next morning. I was working in remote sales at the time, so it wasn't completely terrible. It was a cloudy and chilly morning. I woke up tired and drowsy, not wanting to utter one word. Everyone knows this feeling, where speech becomes sacred, breath feels limited, and just wanting to be in silence, but you know you probably won't be able to. I find it funny, and I'm actually guilty of it. We sometimes long for silence, but when life gives us ample opportunity for it, we just don't want it. It's as if we don't get to choose to be silent, but silence finds us instead. Anyways, it's been many days of sleep depravity. I was now in a drunken state. Sounds were muffled, vision was distorted, and my sense of reality was now fuzzy. I remember being on my laptop waiting for a call and scrolling through YouTube. I stumbled upon a soundtrack called Limerence by Yves Tumor. Without thought, I just clicked on it, and I knew instantly it was on another wavelength. It instilled a feeling of ease, but also like this world didn't exist, as if everything was a lie. It's hard to explain in words. I remember reclining my gaming chair to the max at 120 degrees and resting my head quite uncomfortably on the backrest. I had my legs resting straight on my bed, my MSI gaming laptop in my lap, emanating heat onto my thigh through the light blanket I had around me, and the feeling of sleep overtake me. I'd fallen into a slumber for around 30 minutes. I actually had a call that was in idle for like 20 minutes that I didn't close or respond to. Luckily, my manager didn't even notice. When I rose from my sleep, I wanted to find more sounds like that one, the one that I just listened to. And this is exactly what started my journey into casually learning about liminal spaces and falling in love with such a genre. Liminal Spaces, a brief overview. For those who want a brief explanation on what exactly liminal spaces are, here's my one sentence definition that I came up with. A place, familiar or unfamiliar, real or not real, that invokes a sense of comfort and unease simultaneously. Seeing photos like these ones on the screen of liminal spaces remind me of so many things. The first being my childhood. This is a space of pure perception where the world was experienced in a different dreamlike state, just like these photos entail. Comfort. There's so much comfort in these photos, like you've seen them before, like you've been there, and there's just a nostalgic echo to them. Unease. There's a quiet dread in the sterile stillness, a feeling that the world has been paused without your permission. Familiarity. I recognize these places as if I was there, as if either I was at a friend's house or that was literally inside my own house. Uncanny. It's that deeply familiar made strange, as if seeing our own world for the first time through a different lens, without the regular veil of habit. Solitude. This one hit me the most. You would really only see liminal spaces while you're alone. No friends, no family, no siblings, just you. You're not being influenced, just finally able to be free and experience it by yourself. Part 3. Sounds of Liminality. How can sound vibrations make you feel an image, or correspond to a feeling of an image, quite perfectly? Well, I already mentioned it, it's vibrations. I watched a video a while back on sound cymatics, which outlines how sound takes on different forms when given different sound frequencies. That's why when we say things are on a different frequency or wavelength, it has its own vibration attributed to it. This is exactly why when there is a certain tune, a feeling, known or not known by words, can exist. Just think about Minecraft, for example. There's so many liminal spaces, and the music adds on to that perfectly, and that can honestly be its own video. Part 4. Liminal Time. For some reason, I've always watched these liminal space videos early mornings or late at night, as they honestly should be watched to experience it in its entirety, specifically in the morning, with my lights closed, having woken up 10 minutes ago and starting work for the day. No glamorous morning routine, no bright sunlight, just a warm lamp, and the video playing while working. It invoked a sense of almost like when you watch those space videos that show how large the universe is, everything feels like it doesn't really matter for a moment in time. That's when life feels the most at ease, knowing you're not here forever, that you as well, just like liminal spaces, are in a transient period on Earth. At this point now, watching, listening, or looking at pictures of liminal spaces also remind me of when I first discovered them, even though it was only a year ago. Conclusion. So, what are liminal spaces really? They exist on a spectrum: visual, auditory, but most importantly, perceptual. Some people look at these photos and just see an empty room. Others will hear the music and find it unsettling. But for some of us, it's a trigger for the imagination. In the end, it's not a serious topic at all. It's not something to be solved. It's more like the ability to let that specific feeling of in-betweenness seep into your perception, to color the quiet moments when the world feels paused. It all circles back to that early morning for me, asleep in my chair, when a strange song accidentally tuned me into that wavelength.